in the Blockchain Heroes megaverse for a couple reasons. One is waiting on developers to develop because that's more scarce right now. Two, we've had a bunch, some mini things take place. The launch on Meme Coin. We had the Blockbuster sellout with the Hodl God guys, and we're talking to them about taking that to the next level for another collaboration. And then, of course, the move, with both Travis and myself moving to Puerto Rico. There's just been a lot going on. I had a mini launch. Travis is working on something new. Cryptos are in the basement, but we're in Heroes for the long haul, gang, and there will be more sets coming. But before we get to more sets, we want to make sure that we deliver fully on the promise of First Strike because the story is still being told. So
just to reinforce that point, the next set is already fully ideated. We have a ton of characters that are ready for speccing out, but they're just being held off until after we've gone through 2.9.
Yes. Yep. So 2.7, 8, and 9 are coming. So there's 3 events that are going to take place before we are prepared to bring out the next series to you. And there's definitely a big twist in the next series that you guys are going to love. So this is number 42. This presentation is so new that I haven't even changed this image, nor have I changed that image. Patrick is back again. And I also have not screen captured the state of the megaverse. So let me pull up Atomic here and we'll just do it live. Greetings to those of you joining us via YouTube, Theta, Facebook, or the Twitters. You're welcome to join us here in the meeting room if you wish to, but we don't give out the URL publicly. You have to be in our community on Telegram or Discord and ask somebody for it. So if you go to our Telegram and join there, it's t.me/BC Heroes, or join the Discord, go to badco.in/Discord. And I know that you guys that are here are also in those rooms at the same time, because sometimes you'll take screenshots of things we share and post them there so that it documents everything. So, be helpful, let people know where we're at. Look at this. We are just shy of 91% open from Series 1. 752 unboxed hero packs, and Electric Genesis is not yet found. A 1 in 752 chance to get him now. I'm assuming that the offer from the Blue Wizard still stands. I don't know. I mean, if he wanted to completely destroy whatever pieces of his reputation in the public mind are left, then he would renege on that. But I don't think he would.
I think he's lost all of his money in the Wiz token, so I don't know if he has any money left.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. There's Series 2, 72.78% open. Of course, all of the activities are here still for you to play, and would love to see somebody else attempt Artifact Ascension. I think we're still at 21. Let's take a look here and see. I don't have any assets in this account because they're all being staked. So let's go to collections, Series 2. What the Artifact? Yep, still 21 attempts, 1 success. I know there's, and this is interesting too. You can see how many have been unboxed. So there's still a bunch of artifacts that haven't been unboxed, especially from Phase 2 hero packs. Those are probably the most valuable ones right now, I'm guessing. Almost all of these have been unboxed, and there's still a bunch of Phase 3. I mean, these packs are out there, and some of them are sitting in the Nifty box or the Heroes account, and they will not be put on the marketplace. There was some people concerned when they saw those out there. We minted extras before the sale closed for giveaways, and so Nifty box members and maybe Blockchain Heroes fans, those are not going to be sold on the secondary
those
market.
Will be in the box. Some of those will find their way in the box inventory on the Hero Discord. And
Correct.
so when it's randomly dropping things, you might every once in a while find a hero pack or a Titan pack or a crate pack in there. Snag those up. So make sure you're on the Hero Discord. We're going to start doing more and more things in there. I was actually off of it for a couple of weeks because it was on a secondary browser over. It was on my third window. That's a ghost window that wasn't there anymore. And I guess Discord has a famous issue of glitching out. If it's on another window and you disconnect that monitor, it's gone. I couldn't get it back until I finally figured out the hack.
Prices of everything are down right now. Stonk Wars pack 78.61% open. I wonder if the value of the Elon Dusk card is down now that everybody's hating on him for his Bitcoin comments. But this is the cheapest that I have seen a secondary market pack in a long time, 23.65. So,
well, I think that also coordinates with the fact that wax is what, 13 cents. So that's
right.
Really
right. That could have to do with people haven't changed the wax price of it because that should have been about $48. So could be a good opportunity to score some packs. I didn't check to see what Series 1 packs might be going for. I don't have any in this account, but if somebody wants to look and tell me, I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any in this account. So if anybody wants to check and see what a Series 1
the other day.
How much?
$138 the other day.
I would think it would be down now because the price of wax is down. So that might be worth checking out as well. So let's talk about allegiances. Most of you have already chosen a heroic or villainous allegiance. And Zach, as a result of having one of these, they received something about a month ago. Let's refresh what those were.
What did they receive for having those? It's been such a long time.
There was a message from the collector and one from Captain Quantum.
That's right. That's right.
Do you want to talk about that at all?
Do we have the tokens?
I don't have them. I didn't have time to put them in here.
All right. So here's a lore recap because those were largely intended to be these exclusive lore rewards that would communicate that something was actively happening in the Blockchain Heroes Megaverse. So the message that was received by the heroic allegiance holders was from the collector, who had infamously been introduced as Blockchain Heroes' first ever villain. And he was expressing doubts about having worked with the Centralizers because he was seeking to use blockchain to their advantage, and they were against the use of it for reasons that he did not disclose. And so he was looking to come over to the hero's side. The people who held the villainous allegiance received a message from Captain Quantum, who lamented the fact that he had sort of been roped into this whole Blockchain Heroes business without his consent, because he had sort of involuntarily received his superpower and never had any interest in the technology in the first place. And what he had done is he had pleaded to the Centralizers, saying that he would join them if they gave him total immunity for having worked against them in the past. Around the same time, Overseer released a message stating internally within the Blockchain Heroes organization that Minotaur's art gallery had come under threat of arson. And these things all sort of happened around the same period of time.
All right. And that kind of brings us up to date. I have the Captain Quantum here because I chose the villainous allegiance. So he's here in my actual for real account. So stuff has transpired since then, and we in event 2.6 you guys were rewarded with, where are they, let's see, 2.6 with moats and moat spawns. The moat of balance was the one that was given to people that had neither the villainous nor the heroic allegiance. And then the moat spawns, the 1, 2, and 3 were also awarded for participating in those activities. Now, I'm putting those in there to let you guys know that those are going to be used. They're not going to be used in 2.7, but they are going to be used, and they are going to be valuable in the Blockchain Heroes Megaverse. Keep them, sell them at your own risk. Personally, I'm not listing any of mine that I earned. I'm keeping them, and I would recommend that you do so as well. You'll be happy that you have them when the time comes. So that's why those guys are there, to remind you. But 2.7 is going to be upon us. We feel like the developers, thanks to our friends Jose and Juan at Nefty Blocks, they have built us a tool for us to be able to bring you update 2.7 Firewatch. And
That was 2.6.
Sorry?
Firewatch.
I mean, sorry, Inferno. Right. So go ahead and tell the story, Zach, and then and I'll do some show and tell.
So clearly things have been building to a head as it looks as though a hero and a villain are looking to change sides. And we asked you in 2.7 to collect the border gallery cards from the Series 2 gallery crates to build full sets of them. And you were rewarded for doing so. Well, now it's time for the burn, because the gallery is actually burning to the ground. Captain Quantum is making good on his threat of arson, and now everyone is being deployed in an attempt to save the art that's in the gallery. So if you are playing for the heroes, you're going to be effectively sending the things that you burn into Mina's vault so that they're going to be protected forever. If you're a villain, then you want that art to burn, you horrible, horrible person. And participating by burning these cards is going to produce you some very unique rewards.
Correct. So do not just go and start burning these like somebody burned this Nathan Nyes right here. I don't know if that just happened right now, but do not burn your legendary Gothic Nathan Nyes unprovoked. That will not get you anything. Fortunately, I see no other burns on here, at least on this one. But your gallery cards come in common, flavor, rare. You've got, I asked the Atomic guys to separate these from your standard variations, and they're so swamped that they haven't gotten to it. But your rare ones, and then your legendary ones, such as Machination, goes good with mac and cheese. And then the mythic ones as well. If anybody's got the cojones when it comes time to you discover the rewards, to burn these. So what we're going to show you now are the basis for the new rewards. Since we've already talked about the collector in Captain Quantum, this, if you'll remember, is the original collector. He was the first villain to be brought into the Blockchain Heroes Megaverse. He took you all by surprise by pretending to be Genesis returning, and instead he used your efforts for his nefarious deeds. But what's happened to the collector, Zach?
Well, he's become disillusioned with the Centralizers, and he's looking to change sides. It seems that in his efforts to utilize blockchain to battle against the heroes, he's actually grown more fond of that, and his attempts to leverage it has been suppressed by those who would be considered his authorities. So he is turning coat here. And
so, in a good way, he's putting on a nice coat.
That's right. It's a very nice coat.
He's taking off his shabby clothes there that really, they smell. You can't smell it there, but those haven't been washed in a long time. And
dusty, leathery kind of vibe he's got going on.
Yeah.
Like some BO from like Head and Shoulders.
Yeah, like he's been riding on a Harley, on the highway, and bugs have been collecting in it. It's not good. So what happens to the collector when he turns good? Well, he becomes redeemed. And we're pleased to introduce you to the redeemed collector.
This character really illustrates what I want to do creatively with blockchain heroes. We have been giving you events and telling a story through those events and talking about how the world shifts and changes through the actions that you guys are taking with the tokens, according to whatever the activities are. Well, it's not just the events that can change. The characters can change also. And I want it to be more living and dynamic so that things aren't static. Sometimes people change sides, and that's just a thing that happens. And this is just an introduction to the idea that this is a more living world than a lot of those other properties you might be thinking of.
Correct. So the Redeem Collector is going to be created in all of the variations, and we'll talk a little bit more about the activity here after I show you the other character. Of course, we've already discussed Captain Quantum, who has been a reluctant hero, and stuff went sideways with him. He I guess he's tired of RBS, so to speak. And what you're about to see is an almost finished version of the brand new corrupted Quantum. What is going on with this guy?
I think he actually got a major glow up with this outfit change. That's another thing, is anytime that we publish another version of an established character, we're approaching that as an opportunity to improve upon the character as well. And so our hope is that the final version of this that you're going to be rewarded with, you're going to much prefer over the awesome hero that we released in the past.
Now he's a suit. You can tell he's a bad guy because he's wearing a suit. Who wears suits? Nobody in blockchain wears suits.
That's true. That's actually really true. We don't do the suit stuff. So don't have the variations to show you this week. You will see them all next week. The event itself will not start until the day after next week's hero report. So Thursday, the event will start on Thursday, the 27th. Okay, that'll give you guys time to see all of the rewards. We'll be able to give you the exact breakdown on how you'll score points. Zach, do you want to talk a little bit about the leaderboard, though, and depending upon which side you're on, how that's going to work?
I mean, we could pull out the infographic because that's been.
Do you have it handy?
I can go grab it here.
What are you guys thinking of this? What you're seeing so far? Does this breathe new life into it for you? Jimmy gives a thumbs up. Thumbs up from Eric and his dog.
Okay.
These are just the beginnings of the
twist. Share my
twist.
screen here.
This is just the start of the twist. It's just like the first little beginning of the pirouette. It's like half a twist.
It's really time to bring down the supply of what we've got here in the galleries. And again, this just is the border cards. This is not the classic art cards that are borderless in the set, nor any of the cards that came out of Hero or Titan packs. Only gallery crate border cards. All right, go ahead and walk through this.
Think about it, because you're trying to save the art gallery from burning down, and here are NFTs related to the gallery crate, right? So that makes sense.
Yeah, so those of you who are paying the most attention are probably already snapping up border cards for cheap off of Atomic Hub. We've learned from some past experiences where we've been trying to do these really cool things with events, and people get all confused about the details of it, and rightly so, because sometimes it's hard to express the exact rules behind an activity. But our hope with this is that you're going to have a much more clear picture of exactly how this event works. So Mina Cherie's gallery is burning to the ground. You can burn Series 2 border cards to score points for exclusive rewards.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Or are we gonna play burning down the house with it?
I was thinking we didn't start the fire, but that's just me.
I didn't start it.
Since the world's been burning.
We didn't start it. Every card that you burn is going to score you points after the event begins. As Dad said earlier, the event hasn't actually started yet, so don't start burning yet. If you burn a common, that's 1 point. A rare is 5, legendary is 50, and mythic is 200. Now, these points were based on the market value the rarity of these different rarities. So those of you who do have the balls to burn more rare items are definitely going to get rewarded for it and rewarded uniquely. So if you score enough points, you're guaranteed to receive an event exclusive redeemed collector or corrupted quantum card. And if you reach higher point thresholds, you're guaranteed a more rare reward. The way that this works is that these rewards are stacking. So if you score 10 points by burning, you will receive a common. If you score 20 points, you will receive a common and an uncommon. And it keeps going. So if you burn 250 points worth of cards during the event, you will receive every variation from common to legendary. And this is the only way that you can get these two cards. If you have a heroic allegiance token in your possession, you are guaranteed to receive the collector rewards for the rewards that you've earned. Whereas if you have a villainous allegiance, you'll receive the quantum rewards. Now, there's going to be multiple.
That seems like a low threshold, Zach. Oh, you only need to burn 5 legendaries to be guaranteed a new legendary. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I think that this is a good threshold.
Okay.
You
are the creator of thresholds.
There's going to be multiple leaderboards because there's going to be a leaderboard for hero players and a leaderboard for villain players. You can still earn points if you're neither, but you won't get onto the leaderboard without a heroic or villainous allegiance. So if you own one of those, you have participation in that leaderboard. If you have a heroic allegiance, you get to be on the hero leaderboard. The people who are at the top of the hero leaderboard will. I'm sorry, hold on. Right. The people who are at the top of each leaderboard will receive the highest value variation. So the secret smoke and the mythics will go to the leaders on the hero and the villain leaderboards.
Excellent.
There's more. And I didn't put
it in
the graphic because there's just so much. But I don't think that these little details matter as much to just playing the game. One is that across all heroic allegiance holders and across all villainous allegiance holders, whichever team scores the most points is all going to receive an event exclusive reward, and the other side will not. So it's a little bit of PvP in that no matter how big of a collector you are, if you pick a side, you can contribute to that side's points and you will enjoy the victory if your side scores more points than the other side.
Is that being weighted at all, Zach? Because there's more hero allegiance than there are villainous.
Well, that's the way it is right now, but we're also going to make allegiances available to more people.
Okay, which brings us to this. So as you see at the bottom, strange new surprises await those who participate in Inferno. Maybe it has to do something with those weird creatures that have been showing up. So you see the guaranteed rewards, but as Zach said, there's not only the top of the leaderboard rewards for each side, heroic and villainous, but there is an unannounced reward or surprise. We've announced it. There's another reward, but you don't know what it is yet. And you're not going to know what it is until the rewards come out. Okay. So they truly will be a surprise for all of you. You might have a general idea of what they could be, but we're not giving away any more hints than we already have.
Now, just to make it clear, because you brought up a really good point before, which was, are the points that you score for your faction going to be weighted? So the way this works is the points that you score for yourself will not be modified whatsoever. So you have just as much of a chance as anybody else of achieving all of those point thresholds. However, the hero versus villain totals will be weighted according to how many people have each of those allegiances. If hero players outnumber villain players to 1, every hero contribution to the total score is only going to count a third of what a villain contribution will count. And that's going to keep it balanced so that it doesn't matter which side you pick. You want to pick the side that interests you the most. That's the goal here.
I would say, based on our current numbers, that it's about every hero point is about 0.8. I would say it counts for about 80%, somewhere in there. If you guys want to do the math yourself, it's easy to see how many of each badge, were created. But this brings me back to what Zach said earlier. Those of you who acquired badges, could you guys let the people in the waiting room in? Hey, Travis, let me make you a co-host here so you can do that. Oh, I'm looking for Travis. I should be looking for NF Travis. Let's see. NF Travis is a co-host. Yes. Okay. We want to give people an opportunity to play. So if you have not gotten a heroic or a villainous allegiance badge yet, we don't want to leave you guys out of this event. Those of you who got one early, you have received the benefit of having it from update 2.6. But those of you who have not received one, we are going to next Wednesday during the Hero Report make these available for $5. You'll pick one or the other. If you already have one, you're excluded. Don't buy another one. If you already have one, don't buy the other allegiance. That will exclude you from getting rewards in the event. You'll have to have just one or the other. But if you don't have one or the other yet, since the early comers got one for free, we wanted the late comers to have a little skin in the game to play. So it's just going to be $5 in wax. You'll be able to pick either villainous or heroic so that you can participate in the activity. Again, those will go on sale and become available next Wednesday. And probably I guess we keep them available for people who learn about the event, because it's going to start next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, and there'll be people that week that are learning about it, and there's no reason that they shouldn't be able to get one. Wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, and I mean we're going to use hero versus villain mechanics in the future as well. So I don't think there's really a harm in just having that available to newcomers.
Right. So 2.7, 2.8, and 2.9 are all going to use these allegiance mechanics. And so if you don't have your allegiance badge yet, you'll be able to get one. The site is being created by the Nefty Blocks guys. However, we're using, and it's going to be hosted on a new page that we're creating called events.bcheroes.com. Which is where we're going to host all the future events, since the Atomic guys are not building these activities. But we will place on the tools page a banner for the event, so you'll still be able to access everything from there. And the goal is to make it as transparent as possible, so that you feel like the experience is still the same within any activities in our megaverse. But essentially burning the cards will be as simple as logging in and click, 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 burn. And then you'll be able to look at the leaderboard and see exactly how many points you've scored for that. Rewards will not be sent out until after the event is closed. So there's not going to be an exchange. It's not going to be like, oh, I burned these. What did I get? You won't get anything right away. You're just going to throw them into the fire. Or if you're heroic, you're going to, even though you're technically burning the NFTs, use your imaginations. You're putting them in the vault to save them.
You got to save me, because I'm actually in the gallery right now. So so you got to save me from burning. Save Travis.
Yeah. Hey, is that the video or just a still, Trav?
I've literally, for the last 15 minutes, because I think Technical Rift said, oh, is Travis in the gallery? And I was like, no, I'm not in the gallery. And I was like, where the hell is that video? So I was looking all over Dropbox and finally found it. And so I just took a still of it.
Oh, you should be able to actually, here, let me try something.
No, the video wasn't popping up. I actually tried to open up a crate. The video wasn't popping up on that for me. So I just went and found the thing in Dropbox, and here it is.
Now I got to try. Let's see. Now I'm just curious.
I opened up a crate and the video didn't play. But I did get a number 3 mythic chaos theory with the super cool blue mythic-y border.
Very nice. Where did we put the anime? Oh, they're in the animations folder. All right, let's see here.
No, they're in the final delivery. They're in the final delivery It's called Crate Opening. It's in
Guys,
First Strike Final Delivery videos for activities.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Don't hurry me, Zach.
You actually put the whole video behind you.
I'm playing. Look at it. Check it out.
you are going into the gallery crate.
I'm in the crate. Hey, Ma, look at me. I'm in the crate.
Just a little levity.
A little. This is what we do. We are levitizing. All right, let me turn it off though, because that can get really distracting and annoying to you guys to watch that again and again. So there we go. All right. I think that is it for immediate blockchain heroes needs. Am I missing anything, fellas?
Don't believe so.
We showed everything that was in Minecraft so far, right? We
Yes.
did that a couple weeks ago. And Zach, you're working with a designer for the Minecraft world. Is that correct?
That's right. I have somebody who is building a PvP arena, which we will be using once the server is made open to all to host in-game PvP tournaments for hero rewards.
Is anything visible now? Is there anything new? Because I haven't looked in
no, because the way it's working with this builder is that they build it on their own server because they don't trust other servers. And then they'll send me a schematic file that I can use to preview the whole thing. And then once that's done, we give it to the Uplift and they will paste it in at the coordinates that we.
Nice. I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that's like a test net for Minecraft.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
great.
I think, guys, so last week we didn't have a hero report. I think what we're going to do, unless we have a big launch coming up, is we're going to do a hero report on the 1st and the 3rd Wednesday of each month. I think that's what Joel and I.
Well, except next week we're doing one. So I guess, yeah, I mean, we're going to try to do 2 a month and stagger them. But if there's something going on, we're going to do it. Like next week we got something going on. So we'll be here. But yeah, we want to make sure that when we do these, we have enough to share with you. I have a feeling that once we get ramped into the next series, it's going to be really busy again. So we're pretty excited about the Graffiti Kings launch that takes place in 2 days, I think. Darren is launching with R2, their collectible series. And of course, we've been working with him for some time on the physical Genesis vinyl toy. And this was the 3D rendering of it. They now have all of the models. I believe there's 100 of them in their possession, and they're starting to paint them this week. And my understanding is that every one of them is going to have something unique about it. The colors of the sneakers or the spray can, each one of them is going to be unique. It's going to be an NFT, as we mentioned before. They will be on blockchain. They're going to sell for $500 each. They are going to sell very fast. There's only 100 that will ever be made. 10 of them are being reserved for our team and Graffiti's King team. That means only 90 of them are going to ever be made available of this Genesis character. And we're interviewing Darren for the Graffiti Kings NFT launch on the Nifty Show tomorrow, I believe. It's tomorrow, because their launch is coming up on Friday or Saturday. It's this weekend.
Yeah, so it's coming up on the 20. It says it on Atomic Hub. I know tomorrow Robotech goes on and Graffiti Kings goes on sale on the 22nd. Yeah.
There you go. So once he knows how quick the painting is going to go, he's thinking 4 to 5 weeks before they'll be done, but we can do the sale as soon as we're ready. So watch the newsletter, watch the Telegram, watch the Discord, be at the meeting. You don't want to miss this one. We're not going to have to worry about bots on this one. This is for fans, and we'll keep you posted on that. I can't wait to get one of these. I just I get the toys, right? So just yesterday I got my new crypto kaiju, You guys got to see this. I get all the crypto kaijus, all of them, because I freaking I got rid of all my old analog collectibles, but if they're NFT analog collectibles, I want them. I think that especially these early ones are the best. So check this guy out. It came in a little box, my Chinese box, little Tokyo sushi restaurant. I don't even like sushi.
Wouldn't that be Japanese?
Sorry, Japanese. So we're going to open up the little box here and try not to tear it because it is collectible. And check out this guy. It's their first plushie.
Nice.
He's a little sushi head. And there's the tag, which I have not yet scanned to see.
That's cryptokaiju.io.
Yep. I think they still have these. I bought the whole kit, which came in that box, and also with like patches and stickers. There's this whole thing. And then it's got this menu that came with it that tells you how to redeem and get your, the NFT that goes with this. But I think I've got a, what do they call it? A scanner for the NFC.
No, it says Little Tokyo plush is sold out.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, no, it
So
says low in stock, out of stock.
there's the NFC tools. So I click read, and then I approach the tag, and it came up. There it is. Shows the tag type, the serial number, the record of it. Everything is right here tied to this on the blockchain.
Oh, wait, you
And
got to
then
go to buy it on known origin, huh? Is that where you bought them?
And the other thing I got came from Mirandus. Did you get yours yet, Trev?
I think it did, but it arrived back in Kansas City.
So check this out. This is the second one. The first one I got from the guys at Gala Games was the Minotaur, the Minotaur King, right? Look at this guy. This is Crystal. See him in there? This little bot dude. He's trapped in this little crystal thing here, and you can see the text right there. This is like there's a key attached to it. Oh, there it is. It's my eyes can't see it, but basically,
my eyes can't either. You got to take a photo of it and then try to blow it up to see it. It's so tiny.
These are so cool. These guys have produced some of the coolest collectibles so far. I think these went for like $500, and it comes in this little cushy case that he kind of nestles in like that. So now I've got two of these. I just love these things, and I cannot wait to get my Genesis vinyl toy.
It's not their bad eyesight. It's literally the font is like, it's so minuscule. They did it on purpose so you can hold it up to the screen and show people, but people can't like zoom in and take a screenshot. It's so tiny.
Right. Okay, so that's happening soon. And then many of you, and especially in the Upland community, are wondering what's up with this. We are waiting on the Upland team to get the portal put together. But we think that before the portal opens, because it's taking them a little longer, we're going to have the first activity coming up soon. Zach, can you give any insight from the creative meetings what's going to happen?
The activity that we're doing? No, not yet.
Okay. It's going to be similar to, I can't say exactly what cards you're going to feed in, but I believe we're going for a common burn that's going to be very similar to the Vortex that we did in series 1, that you will be sacrificing many common cards to get something brand new that's rare. And that's going to probably take place before the portal gets open. We don't have a date on it yet, but the boys at Atomic said that they would be able to help with that, because we're basically reskinning the code that we already paid to create for previous activities. But we want to create all new NFTs. We want to bring down the supply of the Upland collectible cards and move that activity forward.
And I've
There-
seen
there
some
are
of the
just
artwork. It's some of the ideas that are brewing. Some cool stuff's popping up. So you guys will like it.
Pop,
You would
pop.
like it. It would be nice.
The third year of Bitcoin collection is happening. And for those of you that are grabbing the promo drops, you know that these things are going ridiculously fast. We have a bot problem.
I've only gotten one, and I had to buy it on the secondary market.
Yeah, I missed the last two myself completely. You can see that I'll go to the website here in a second and show you, but nifty.deals/elite, the rarest of them is that one on the right, which is so badass. The theme for this month is Spark. Zach, do you want to talk a little bit about where we got that theme?
Yes, the whole goal of the Bitcoin Elite Collection is to memorialize the price trajectory of Bitcoin through the years. And for the first half of 2011, the most major thing that happened was in the second quarter, the price jumped an enormous margin to hit $32. And so the electricity theme is meant to be an analog to the fact that this was the beginning. This was one of the first real rallies that Bitcoin experienced during the early days.
And as you guys know from previous launches, the first part of each year's launch is where we do the 3D trophy, right? We've done those for 2009, 2010. The second part of the launch, which will be next month, is the original artwork. We did one, with Veza, then we did one with Pumayana. We have exciting news. M Blue is going to be doing the 2011 art piece and also the pre-launch NFTs.
Yeah, all those. I asked him, I said, dude, we have 8 of these tokens that drop each month as promos. I go, if we could have that in your style, that would be amazing. He goes, dude, I'm going to put 100% of my heart and soul into this thing. So, that his love of Bitcoin is going to go into this Bitcoin piece. And I got somebody else. It's 2012. I got some awesome dude that I'm trying to get him to approve that. So that'll be down the road as well. But really excited about this piece. If you guys have not seen this piece yet, which we did show it on the Nifty News episode, but this month with Alex Artworks, he killed it. Look at this.
Look at this. So the price of Bitcoin on January 3rd, 2011 was 31 cents. And this piece that Alex created is absolutely beautiful. And there, like last month of the trophy piece, there are 2 variations. You've got, I'm calling this one gold, but it's black gold really, because the black marble gold. And then the other one is the white marble with gold. So these are the 2 that are going to be offered. And we're doing it like this. It's going to be a 21-minute open edition starting at 12:21 Eastern Daylight Time on the 21st. It's going to be a claim NFT. In fact, let me go to nifty.deals/elite. We always keep the URL the same. And after some of the promos have dropped, I remove them from the links so that we don't clutter up the page with too many. I've removed 2. There's still 2 remaining here. So you can also follow along and see this page yourself. That one sold out. This one sold out. This is the last one tomorrow. And good luck anyone, because the bot's been crazy. This is the claim token for the 2011 3D piece created by Sir Lord Travis. It's beautiful in and of itself. It's a non-transferable token. So keep it, own it, cherish it, hug it, love it, feed it, all of that good stuff.
I try to make these claim tokens look cool and unique and on their own. Just because they're a claim token, they are non-transferable, so you can't send them to anyone. The only thing you can really do with it is burn it. But I think in some cases that by itself could be displayed on your display. I mean, I try to make them look cool enough that you want to hold them on.
Why would you burn it? At some point in the future, we might give awards for people that have them all. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, we did the first one in January? We did January, February, March, April, May. This is the 5th month that we've done something. And how cool would it be is like if somebody collects all of these down the road after we get through the whole collection and we finished it, and even midway through, we're gonna drop some cool shit in there for you guys.
I think it wasn't February the first one because we did both the trophy and the art at the same time, and then we decided the next month to split them
right.
up.
I think that's what the case was.
Right.
And maybe that's what we do, Joel. I know that we had an extra, a ninth token right now for this month. That we had nothing to do with it.
I have plans.
Oh, you have plans? So you just said we had a plan for that. I was going to say that maybe we could drop those to some.
I have, and I'm in Puerto Rico, so I have a flan too.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about it offline. So this will work the same as last month and the month before. You'll buy a claim NFT, and then when the sale is over, 21 minutes later, we're going to be live doing it. You'll watch me mint all of the NFTs randomly and drop to everybody who purchased. You will be able to purchase more than one of these. I think I've put a 7-minute timer on it, which means you could buy 3, but we're going to iterate and reiterate to people that this is not something you're buying for a quick flip. In fact, we're discouraging that for a quick flip. What we're encouraging people to do is buy more than one so you can gift one to somebody. Okay. The idea here is these are beautiful art pieces created by some of the best artists that we have had the privilege to work with in the wax ecosystem. And so, getting more than one of these gives you an opportunity to gift one to somebody else. But to prohibit the flippers, we're also valuing these a little higher than we have in the past. So when you buy your claim token, it's going to be $499. And we're giving a nice percentage to the artist as well for creating these. When the distribution takes place, you don't know which of the 2 NFTs you're going to get. We're going to put we'll see how many were purchased. So let's say 400 were purchased. I'm going to mint 200 of the black marble and 200 of the white marble. You're going to watch me mint them and drop them into the Bitcoin Elite wallet. Then we're going to do a search for everybody who has purchased the claim, and we're going to mix them up 21 times. And then we're going to bring in the IDs for the newly minted actual trophies. And we're going to bring all those in. So you'll see the number match exactly. We're going to scramble those 21 times. And then boom, we're going to mint them 100 at a time. Doom, 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 doom. And they're going to come in your wallets. And whoever gets low mints gets low mints. And whoever gets 21 gets number 21. That's how it's going to work.
That's how it's going to work. And, I said this to Joel. I mean, we're going through the little Bitcoins that we were creating. And I was like, wait a second, that last Bitcoin is more than the piece of the most amazing thing that's coming out. And these 3D pieces that our artists are doing, they're leveling them up more and more. And so we want to make sure that our artists get a nice chunk.
Here's the other thing. A lot of people, all collections are encouraged to tell the collectors that there's no guarantee that anything is going to be stakeable in our planet, right? But Bitcoin Elite has been stakeable in the past, and the ones that are stakeable are like the ones with the golden and the earlier trophies. So far, none of I don't think the green ones have been stakeable. The
green ones, I think it was the American ones last time.
These have not yet become stakeable. And of course, the new ones, none of these are stakeable. Our planet is coming out with a new system where the creators, along with the community, are going to be able to develop the pools. So I don't see any reason that all of these, or the vast majority of them, shouldn't become stakeable, but I have not seen the entire plan yet. They posted a blog about it today on our planet. You can go read that. But the reason that nothing has been changing on our planet is because they're way too overwhelmed with everybody wanting to have their collections in there. So they're going to assign an hourly pool of Aether to collections, and then it's going to be up to us to manage them, so that all the collection creators are not going to them, say, can you change this? Can you change this? Can you add this? Because they're trying to build a game over there, and they don't have time to do this. So they're going to put the power in the hands of the creators and the community, which means we intend to go through it all with a fine-tooth comb. And that means blockchain heroes also. There's some cards right now that aren't staking. They're supposed to stake. Their bonus hero cards, it says you could stake them, but when you do it, it throws an error. I'm not going to go to them.
Somebody just asked that
right
question. They said that the Coin Genius one doesn't, and the pig, the grow your base pig doesn't seem to.
Yeah, and they're supposed to stake for a lot. Now, this is also going to lead to nerfing of some cards. Again, I don't have all the details yet, but all I know is they're going to assign us a very specific pool that goes with each collection, and then it's going to be up to us to assign value to the different levels, and then the pool will automatically be split between everybody who stakes. So it's a finite pool rather than all of these cards, no matter how many cards you put in. It's a finite pool, and that pool will be divided by the value of the cards that are in it. That's my understanding right now. More details when I have it. My understanding is that they're coming out with this next week. So we shall see.
We shall see.
So there you go. That's everything about Bitcoin collection that we could tell you. We will go live before the sale happens, 15 minutes before. We'll be there with you guys. We will be purchasing our own as well. I've collected every one that I can thus far, and I intend on doing them because I love the art. I think the day's beautiful. If you're not in, I don't have anything to say about the roll hack. That is old. But if you have not gotten in the Discord yet, badco.in/Discord, we are exploring some other ideas for the hero token, and we will continue moving forward with that. And finally, let's see, I think this is the last piece right here. Got a free NFT for you guys tonight. This is the classic edition of the collector. I thought it would be perfect to give this one away tonight as a kind of farewell to the collector in his villainous state. Many of the heroes that were created as either promotional heroes or as upgraded update heroes for Series 1 never got the classic treatment. Only the 50 heroes in Series 1 got the classic treatment, either in hero decks as bonus NFTs or in Series 2 gallery crates. But that left us with a lot of heroes that have some beautiful artwork that were never distributed. And so these here tonight are going to be distributed to you guys. As of now, I've checked, they are stakeable for 8 Aether per hour. So 8 times 12 is what? Somebody do the math on that and tell me how much Aether that is a year, how much wax that is. And I'm gonna set up a form so that everybody can claim one of these. And while I'm getting that set up, you guys can share.
That's 70,000 Ether over the course of the whole year.
It's Aether.
Aether. Nuclear.
I do have an update, and I think somebody actually asked about it in chat earlier. So if you don't mind, I've got a few slides to share on that.
Go for it. I'll get this form set up.
This is going to be news to a lot of you. I am doing my own project that is founded off of Finally Aligned, and it's called Finally Aligns the Veil. If you've been following my podcast, the tokens that are going to be part of this collectible set are absolutely nothing like what I have done in the past. I was very, shall we say, unhappy with the quality of the tokens I had been making. This is going to be an original set of high quality artwork that is going to be themed around philosophical explorations and magic related to the subjects of the episodes in my podcast that I am currently producing. I'm targeting about 2 months out for this. Now, if you were here last week, when we did our last hero report, this came out of the blue because 30 people who were there received an exclusive spectral tesseract, which holding is going to give them a free tesseract that would be an asset pack once the project is actually launched, which is why it just says the Veil HODL for later. However, I can also talk a little bit about what the pack structure is going to look like once this is actually released. The quantity of things is still up in the air because there's still a lot of time to actually get things settled. But the basic idea is that there's going to be alignments tesseracts and crimson tesseracts, where there's a smaller pack and a larger pack, and the crimson tesseracts will give you access to more rare assets on top of more assets, period. Now, should this sell out, as I'm planning that it will, there will be a 1-of-1 golden tesseract auctioned off, and you're going to have to come to the next hero report if you want to know what's going to be inside that. And that is all I want to talk about.
That's awesome. I want to say, I just realized that I got the #1 spectral tesseract by our RNG. So thank you, the RNG god. That's awesome.
No, it actually was not RNG. You were literally the fastest person to complete that form and sign up.
Nice. Fast fingers on Travis that day. Boom.
What are we looking at there, Blockchain Jay? You're showing something on your screen, but I'm not sure what it is.
My Gala nodes.
What is it?
And then my Bitcoin Gala nodes and my Bitcoin mining.
Oh, your nodes. Nice. Mine on, buddy.
And I got folding at home. I got an entire computer lab out here.
Damn,
What I do, I'm an IT guy. This is my graveyard computers.
Awesome. All right, nobody type in the chat room. I'm going to drop the link to the form, one per person, as always. I see how many people are in here, and so there shouldn't be more than the participants. Team, you guys don't have to fill in. I got you covered.
Jared just
Jamie,
walked in, so no.
The tentative price point on the Veil packs is $8 for the 4 asset and $15 for the 8 asset.
Nice. There's been some questions about the crazy eggs. There will be more burn mechanisms. There's a couple people that were dissing because the resale value on them is low, and they're like, there weren't enough variations. I'm like, that was actually by design to keep it simple. And my goal is to really piss off the people that are selling them, because there's going to be some cool upgrades that aren't going to cost anybody anything to be able to do. Like, when do any of us ever just leave anything be? Never. There's always something new. And Sir Lord Travis is working on something himself. I don't know, Travis, do you want to tell people what you're working on?
Which thing?
The show.
Yeah. So I have a couple things. In fact,
you can preview. Do you want to preview the audio?
Let me see. How would I do that?
I can probably do it from here, because where did you send it to me?
I sent to you on Signal.
Okay, let me find it.
I'm launching another show here. It's going to come out sometime in June, where I'm just talking to amazing people who are doing really cool things. You know, maybe rocket scientists or athletes, or, you know, different type of artists, different kinds of people, entrepreneurs that are just doing epic shit. And so I have a new show that I'm going to be launching called The Epic Shit Show. And it's going to be, I'm just going to talk to cool people doing cool shit. And I think it'll be fun.
Where did you say? I'm looking at Signal, but I'm not finding it. You have it on yours. All you got to do is share, like, play it wherever it is.
Okay. It's in my my downloads.
Yeah. Open your media player and then share the media player screen. Okay. And make sure you click share sound on it. This is hilarious.
Okay. So here is this. I'm getting the logo. I'm working on the logo right now. I'm going to launch the website. I'm going to take time. I'm going to get like 4 in the queue. I'm also going to launch NFTs with every episode. I might not go the exact route that Zach's doing with launching it as an NFT, but I might. But I do believe that every guest will have an NFT associated with it. Now, do I have share screen abilities? Let me see. I am a host. All right. And
make sure you click the share sound deal.
Let me see. Share the sound. Show all the windows. I got a fuck ton of windows open right now. Here we go. Where is that one? Hero lobby. Groove music. Here we go. I will show this
Oh.
one. And here we go.
There are epic people doing epic things in these epic times. And that's why we're here to bring you their epic stories. This is the Epic Shit Show. Diving into the epic human psyche. Talking to some of the most interesting people on the planet. From rocket scientists to athletes, entrepreneurs, geniuses, and crazy people. If they're doing epic shit, we're having epic interviews with them. You think we could use the word epic a little bit more in this? Each episode will be informative and entertaining, or it might be a complete shit show. Let's do this. This is the Epic Shit Show with Travis Wright.
Freaking love it. It's hilarious. So good.
That's about what I got so far. I got epicshitshow.com. And I think so let me know, who do you think are epic people that are doing epic shit that you want to interview? Because it's like with Joel and I, we do all these things talking to only crypto people, and it's like I used to have a show with VentureBeat where I would interview all these amazing Silicon Valley tech entrepreneurs and people doing stuff there. I had another show called Cultivate Greatness where I would interview a bunch of different authors that are doing stuff, a lot of personal development type stuff. That was 2006 to 2008 when I had that show. And so I was like, I just want to talk to people, just not necessarily crypto people, just people doing cool stuff and non-for-profit kind of thing, but just have fun interviewing. Because I find that that's such a cool time, is being able to interview people doing cool stuff. And I think that, you know what, you guys could do that yourself. If you like interviewing and talking and building your network, having a podcast is a great way to do that.
And it's fun.
It is
I
fun.
mean, podcasting is a lot of fun. In fact, we have a show to record tonight because we haven't gotten to our bad news episode, and boy, what a news day we have to cover. So I think that is going to be a wrap. Does anybody have any questions, comments, spare Dogecoin?
I do have a question, if it's possible.
Yes, Dr. Yunani.
How you guys doing? Everybody's asking me what's going on with our planet staking new pools, and how is this thing going to affect everything?
Did you just join the room?
No, I joined it like about half an hour, 40 minutes ago.
Because I talked about it.
I didn't hear. Sorry, I missed the part of the pools and how this is going to affect everything.
We don't have all the details yet, but this is on YouTube, so you can go back, hit the replay. But I talked about it for about 5 minutes. So hopefully we'll have all of the details by this time next week.
All right, awesome. Because the way I understood it, it was like you're going to have like a pool and you have to associate it with your collection. And then it will also depend on how many NFTs are staked from each collection. So it's going to be like a dynamic thing.
Yes, something that is our understanding as well. But I'm waiting until they give us all of the final details to say, yes, that's how it's going to work.
Because apparently they're doing it tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah, apparently there was an announcement on their channel that everybody was thinking it was today, and then they came out and said, no, the date was wrong. It's for the 20th.
Let me see.
You know more about it than us, then you should tell us all about it.
I didn't go into I don't have a collection like you guys. I don't have a collection like you guys, but yeah.
I did get a message from Bond's Manifest saying maintenance tomorrow at 12 UTC. So
that's for that. Apparently, if you go to the Our Planet in Discord, there's a whole announcement about it.
Okay, because they haven't they haven't told us, at least nobody's come to me and said,
well, to be honest, Our Planet is not very famous of giving info, let's say, efficiently outside.
Yeah. I'll send some messages and see if I can find out. But if they're just going to spring it on us, then, as soon as we can sort through it on our end, the goal is to make sure that everything is that should be stakeable is stakeable.
And it would seem like the collections with more cards, right? More popular collections should get more, because it's going to be like, what? Here's a collection that has 6 cards, and where they're going to get the same allocation of the pool number. That wouldn't make sense. So
honestly, I have no idea. I'm with you on that collections are the more popular, and in more wallets should have a bigger allocation.
see.
On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that they don't want things like a famous guy that is all the time high, putting out hundreds of NFTs just to sell every day and make the money. Will benefit.
I can't imagine who you might be referring
Yeah.
to.
I don't want to, I don't like putting names, but I at the same time, I like to say things as they are.
I don't like to call out names, bro. But somebody who's stoned all
Yeah,
the time,
bro.
420 guy.
You know what? People like his stuff. I got no problem with that. I think congratulations.
Let's be honest, it wouldn't sell like it sells if it wasn't stakeable in our plan.
No, they were selling beforehand, before he was.
Yeah,
Not
he
as they sell now. No. Not
Okay.
the way it sells now. And not that
Maybe it's time to create your own Dr. Unani NFTs, bro.
No, I'm not into creative. I'm not that creative like you guys. I wish I was.
All right. Well,
That's
as soon as we know more, we promise to fill you guys in. And obviously, once there is a pool that we have to play with, I'm going to move as quick as I can to get everything stakeable.
You're going to have more than one pool because you have a different one for the elite and different one for the blockchain heroes and
one for Upland, and of course
exactly.
I would very much, new collections I think are going to be voted on by community. So I'd very much like to have Crazy Eggs stakeable. I'm sure Zach would like to have finally aligned NFTs stakeable. So I don't know how it's going to work yet. Their communications are not the best, and I understand they're extremely busy. So
I get it, but people need to know, especially people investing their money.
Right on. Well, they have a Telegram. If you want to go talk to them over there, they might be able to help you out with more information than us. You literally know more than we do at this point.
Yeah.
No, I'm just discussing with you guys and trying to find out your opinion about things because you've been in the space longer than I. And what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people, apparently, I'm not saying that they should, but that's what they have done is have it as an investment, and they put a lot of money into.
Sure. Well, yeah, Jamie just had a great point. People should not invest based on their eighth or staking gains.
I agree. So, but that's what's
going on. Do what works for you, my dude.
Yeah. The what our planet says, the only guarantee that you have is that their assets will be stakeable. Everything else
not going to be affected from pools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything
else.
We
were lucky that ours got on there. I think we were the first one to do it. We were the guinea pigs on this bad boy.
We were the first ones. Yeah.
We were.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Travis and I have a show to record. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm